Ja, wir sind jetzt näher dran als erwartet. Aber wieso sollte hier ein Riss sein?
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so, the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula. No one!
Wie hältst du das nur aus?
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift hounds will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
Wie bist du dazu gekommen?
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
Tja, ein Abgrundpylon. Dann kommt mal her, ihr Game.
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so
Oh.
be careful.
Greifen wir eigentlich schon an? Sehe ich ja gar nicht irgendwie.
I will have order. Solidified.
Lights out. There is no escape.
I got him cornered.
Ich glaube, irgendwie greifen wir wirklich an. Irgendwie ein bisschen arcadisch. Ja, wo ist sie jetzt? Ah, da ist er.
For the Lord of the Night. Locked up.
None can compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects. Now you must.
Tja, nicht schlecht.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Och, ausgerechnet er.
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Also ist es ja wirklich aus Enkanomia. Jenen Abgrundsänger der Abgrundflammen, den wir vor ein paar Jahren schon getroffen haben. Er hat also jetzt wirklich eine Synchro gekriegt. Dann könnten eigentlich die Aranaras aus Sumeru theoretisch ja auch demnächst mal Synchros kriegen. Die hätten es ja ebenso verdient.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Ja, ich habe ihn schon einmal vermöbelt.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
Und was ist nun dein echter Name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
Du meinst die masochistischen Anteile?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Soll das vielleicht eine Andeutung darauf sein, dass Paimon vielleicht in der Zukunft irgendwie ihre wahren Kräfte erwecken wird? Und somit der Zerg entweder Freund oder Feind sein könnte? Naja, aber was suchst du denn dann hier?
Wait, of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Du hast Huni und Toba übers Ohr gehauen.
Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
Nur zu, der Orden des Abgrunds ist eine Bedrohung für uns alle.
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight. But when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly.
Weil ihr einen Vertrag geschlossen habt?
You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture! We are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both.
Ja, viel Glück für uns beide.
See you tomorrow.
Tja, der letzte Akt der Geschichte des Wendefeuers möge also passieren zwischen 18 und 20 Uhr. Und diesmal mache ich, sag nicht den Fehler, wie allzu häufig, nicht der Hauptfigur zu sprechen.
What happened to getting some rest?
Naja, ich bin immer noch ein bisschen besorgt, was Enjo angeht.
You're cautious, like me. I get it. But don't worry, like I said, I investigated, and I'm confident he has nothing to do with the Mountain King situation. Before he got tangled up with us, he was looking into the Mare Javari. That's another major part of Natlan's history.
Moment, bedeutet das, er sagt, dass die Mare Javari zu Natlan gehören? Der Teil des Meeres, wo kein Lüftchen weht? Der Albtraum jedes Seefahrers? Wovon wir, sagt, sowieso auch schon vor Jahren schon was gehört hatten? Interessant. Aber wenn er, sagt, jetzt sagt, nach Informationen über Mare Javari sucht, was könnte dort, sagt, verborgen liegen, was den Orden des Abgrunds interessieren könnte?
Our ancestor, Berkina, once fought a campaign there alongside the 5 other heroes. But it's not such an easy place to get to these days. That's about all I know, though. I have yet to take a job that involves the Mare Javari.
Interessant. Wirklich interessant. Irgendwann müssen wir ja sowieso da mal hin.
What happened to getting some rest?
Aber was ist jetzt mit Ajav?
The house piqued your interest, huh? It's true that he's a relic from an earlier Saurian age, but since we're bound to each other by a contract, you can see him as my companion for now. I know he can be awful, but don't worry. As long as I'm still around, he can't do that much damage.
Solange du hier bist?
That's a key part of the contract. The How has to obey my orders and lend me his power for as long as I live. And after I die, a How gets control of my body. That's the price. Crazy, isn't it? That was probably the first time I really appreciated what it meant to pay a price. Then once I signed the contract, I received the ancient name Malipo. But that's a whole other story. We can get into it another time if you're interested.
Tja, wir haben schon mit dem Kopf genickt. Also werden wir demnächst auch darüber sprechen. Aber jetzt ja natürlich nicht. Jetzt natürlich warten wir jetzt erstmal ab. Der nächste Tag, obwohl eigentlich, was heißt der nächste Tag? Wir können ja jetzt sagen, sowieso schon die Uhrzeit ein bisschen vorstellen, zu 18 Uhr irgendwas. Dann dürfte schon die Zeit soweit sein. Geh dorthin, wo Stammesältester Trinidad wohnt. Meinetwegen. Moment. Wozu jetzt unbedingt Lebenspunkte Essen ausgeben, wenn wir auch ebenso gut jetzt auch die Statue der 7 wieder nutzen können? Ist ja um einiges sinnvoller. Und kostengünstiger. Wieder mal den falschen Knopf gedrückt. Gut, das war jetzt sinnvoller. Das war nun sinnvoller gewesen. So, dass wir dann jetzt ohne große Probleme die Zeremonie des Wendefeuers starten können. Tja, der Augenblick der Entscheidung ist gekommen.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
Okay, Hinweis. Während der Nacht des Wendefeuers kannst du deine Truppe nicht wechseln. Wähle also bitte vor eine passende Truppe. Empfohlene Elemente Feuer. Ja, ist klar. Ja, lass uns losgehen.
Off we go!
Ein Feuercharakter langt ja vollkommen. Aber was glauben die eigentlich, wie lange das jetzt dauern sollte? Länger als eine halbe Stunde? Höchstens kann das doch nicht gehen. Also insgesamt. Der Kampf an sich könnte theoretisch innerhalb von 10 Minuten oder weniger vorbei sein. Passen wir dann einfach mal auf. Tja, da wären wir.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course. But every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turn Fire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous flame bearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them?
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Okay, zeig mal her. Ja. Werden wir schon irgendwie hinkriegen.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Also gut, wollen wir beginnen und vor allem wo genau?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Meinetwegen, dann reden wir nochmal mit ein bisschen. Und ja, da müssen wir überlegen. Welche Richtung wär's denn eigentlich? Ich denke eigentlich, wir müssten von dort beginnen. Ja, ich glaube, das ist jetzt die richtige Reihenfolge. Da drüben wäre dann also der erste. Die erste Feuerstelle, meine natürlich. Und wo ist jetzt Huni? Ah, da ist Huni.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today! You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
Mehr nicht? Okay. Häuptling, wir sind bereit.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
Gut, wir sind bereit.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about.
Jo.
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Mögen die Olympischen Spiele beginnen. Geh zum Altar, um Funken des heiligen Feuers zu halten. Sobald du den Funken erhalten hast, nähere dich an ein Feuerbecken, um es zu entzünden. Für die Zeremonie gibt es eine bestimmte Reihenfolge. Das heilige Feuer muss in einer bestimmten Reihenfolge weitergegeben werden, sonst gilt die Zeremonie als gescheitert. Geh am Ende der Zeremonie direkt geradeaus. Wenn du umkehrst, wirst du auf jeden Fall scheitern. Ja.
Go get the sacred flame.
Ja, einen Moment. Ich muss erstmal genau mal sehen, wo ich jetzt anfangen muss. Eigentlich ja da drüben, oder? Ja. Ach nee, wir müssen da beginnen. Hallo!
Nicely done. Off to a good start.
Ja doch.
Great stuff.
Ah, verdammt nochmal.
You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go.
Okay, und dann müsste ich jetzt auf jeden Fall mal das Kabel von meinem Controller holen.
Push. final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
Gut, läuft doch.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
Okay, so wie es aussieht, müssen wir nicht allzu viel anzünden.
The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Okay, jetzt wird es ehrlich gesagt wieder mal ein bisschen, klein bisschen kritisch. Okay, das wird jetzt wirklich ein bisschen kritisch wieder. Nein, falsche Richtung, falsche Richtung! Menschenskinder ist noch eins. Gut, haben wir denn jetzt kein Feuer übersehen? Gut, haben wir anscheinend nicht. Oder? Wir haben 4 von 6. Moment, wenn das jetzt 4 von 6 ist. Das letzte Feuer ist jetzt auf dem Altar. Bin mir jetzt sagt nichts. Ah, hier ist noch was. Gut, dann gehen wir jetzt einfach nochmal zum großen Altar. Und dann kümmern wir uns um den Bergkönig. Ja, das sieht nicht richtig aus. Die Stelle da hatte ich eben nicht gesehen.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.